Well, there you have it. We're ready for a live high school hockey action right here, right now. Coming to you from the Colonel Command Center. The Bulldogs looking to get over that hard loss to the Brewer Witches the other night here at Suki Arena, the makeup date game. They're looking to come out fired up and play a nice, fast-paced, physical game here with the visiting Houlton Hodgson Blackhawks. Blackhawks have a reputation of being a strong physical team, hard-pressing, flashy scoring group of individuals, and we're ready to go to action. Belanger on the draw with Ward, won by the Bulldogs, coming all the way down on McKenzie. McKenzie's going to fire it up and out of the zone. All the way down, Belanger looking to get around the Hodgson defenseman of Ward, and it comes out of the zone onto the stick of Luke Lawrence. He's going to settle it down, pass it over to Matt Woodbury. Woodbury loses it for a second. And the Hodgson Blackhawks pressing hard again, once again. There's number 10 of Briggs. He's hard pressing, forechecking, putting it on the net. And the Bulldogs break it out. Coming up the right-hand side is Carpenter. He's going to fire right down on the goalie, and we're going to have a save. Draw is going to come to the right of Abelish. What a ride, I must say, those Houlton Hodgson Blackhawks have to take to come down from the county. They got to be a group of serious hockey players to visit Suki Arena. Walsh on the draw. He fires a quick shot on Abelish. Abelish with a save. Walsh now behind the net, passes it out to the point to Turner, and it comes back in the zone. Lincoln battling in the corner with Nutting, and Nutting goes down. Abelish pushes it aside. He gets it to Jarvis. Jarvis gets it up the boards and out of the zone. Sent back down in the Blackhawk zone. Chasing it will be Lincoln. Lincoln losing it to Nutting. Nutting forechecking. They both go down. In comes Boudreau. And Lincoln still battling with a slew of Bulldogs right there, and Nutting comes away with it. Now that's Boudreau. And it comes to the boards, and Lincoln. He's going to rush it up himself. He gathers it, flips it out of the zone. All the way down, coming across the blue line is Holmes. Holmes fires a shot, saved by McKenzie. Deep in the corner, quick pass out front, intercepted by Walsh. Walsh now bats the puck, and it goes up in the netting. We're going to have a draw to the left of McKenzie here. 0-0 is your score. You're listening to the Renegade Network.org Hockey Night in Maine. Don't forget, in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, click on Join Crowd so you can be alerted each and every time the Renegade Network goes on air with a hockey match. Now that's Belanger. He wins the draw, and it comes out of the zone. Belanger's on the move. He's broken up there. And it comes out again, now right back to Belanger. He's coming in, knocked to the ground. Belanger gets back up, bats it in the corner, though. Carpenter first on it. He's battling right there with Grant, and it comes sent around. All the way back to the point it goes. Woodbury's going to fire a snap shot. It gets broken up, and away come the Blackhawks through the neutral zone. Play stopped right there by McCasey. Then it comes back. In comes number 25 right there, and that play's broken up. That was Brown. Russell, I'm sorry. And along the boards, they battle. Deep in the corner it goes. Fitzpatrick right there. He loses it to Woodbury. Woodbury with a soft pass up the board. Here come the Bulldogs. Carpenter now in the neutral zone. Carpenter, gets sandwiched. Looked like an Oreo cookie right there. And he goes to the ground. Fitzpatrick now coming in, broken up by Marchese, and it's sent up the boards and out of the zone. Through the neutral zone now. Fitzpatrick, he gets it. He's going to tee one up, and it's going to go wide of McKenzie. Marchese with it now. Settles things down behind his net. Passes it up to Boudreau. Boudreau loses it, and it comes all the way out and back in the zone. Walsh now coming through the neutral zone. Connor Walsh crosses the blue line. Slams up, passes it back. Shot right to the head. No call. And they're coming through the neutral zone. The Blackhawks looking to flip it in. Chasing it down right there is Briggs. Briggs leaves it for Fitzpatrick. That's Ward. I apologize. In the corner now is Holmes. He passes it cross ice. First on, it's going to be Boudreau for the Bulldogs. Luke Lawrence now comes in. Gathers the puck, flips it out of the zone. Lawrence now coming like a freight train down. Tees one up. Deflected right there nicely and sent to the boards. That was Brandon Ward. Got a few brothers, I guess, on this team. And now in the neutral zone, the Blackhawks flipping it down. Settled down by the Bulldogs. Now Carpenter. Carpenter comes in. Gets knocked off the puck right there by Lincoln. Along the boards. Ward gets it. Broken up. There's Scrum in there. Got a slew of players right there. Carpenter in there. Incoming for help is Guard. And they break it out of the zone. Woodbury given chase by, that's Jard giving chase to Woodbury. We got a delayed call right here. The Blackhawks going to go down a man. Carpenter now flips it up. And there's the whistle. So our first penalty of the game is going to be on the Houlton Hodgson Blackhawks. Going to the bench right there is going to be Dylan Guard, the forward, going to the box. So we're going to get a look at the Bulldog power play here in the first period. 10:55 to go. And we're on a Bulldog power play now. Grenier along the blue line. Passes it to the boards. Where it gets one of them Suki bounces. And it comes to Belanger. Belanger broken up. Pass sent all the way back down to the Bulldog zone. Given chase is Grenier. Grenier being hustled and forechecked right there by Brandon Parker Sanderson. Out in front, dangerous pass right there. Comes through the neutral zone where it's gathered in by Ward. Broken up actually right there by Grenier and Ward. In comes Carpenter to help out. And then all of a sudden Woodbury comes in, says, I'll take that. Woodbury takes a check. He keeps on going, though. Woodbury battling hard in the corner. In comes Carpenter to help out. Woodbury from on his knees. He managed to hold off a player, gather the puck in. He leaves it for Belanger. Belanger with a little nifty move, but broken up right there by Lincoln. Along the boards they battle. Belanger and Lincoln battling, and the puck comes all the way back to the point. Settled right down in there, shot on net. Save, and it goes to the corner. In the corner, Banks is right there with Carpenter. They battle with Jarvis, and the puck hits the netting. We're going to have a whistle. 9:47 to go in the first period. 0-0 is your score. 53 seconds left on the Bulldog power play. We are here at Suki Arena and Event Center. You're on the RenegadeNetwork.org Hockey Night in Maine. Draw, won by Walsh. Pushes it to the corner. Sent up and out of the zone. All the way down to Bradley McKenzie. He's going to settle it down, leave it right there for Grenier. Grenier passes it up the boards to Boudreau. Boudreau's pass broken up. Then he gathers it back in, gives it to Walsh. Walsh with the move, comes through the neutral zone. Oh, right there, broken up nicely. Two sprays, and a shot by Nutting on that, saved by Abelish. Now the puck's out in front, sent out of the zone and all the way down. Grenier's going to have to chase it down. McKenzie leaves it for him. Jared Grenier now behind his net, leaves it for Nutting. Nutting now takes it, passes it cross ice. Right on the stick of a Hodgson player, though, and it's sent right back down. The Bulldogs not really having a lot of motion out front with the forwards. They've got to get their act together, pick their lanes, and get moving. Now it goes to Nutting. Nutting crosses the line. He's being forechecked right there by Russell, and it comes all the way behind the net. Flung up and out of the zone. This is going to just about kill this Bulldog power play. Grenier to Turner. Turner flips it out. And that slap shot right there should just about do it. That's going to be up. That did it, and then we got an icing. 0-0 still the score here from Suki Arena and Event Center. Don't forget, coming up next Saturday here on the Renegade Network, we got the Presque Isle team coming from the county once again to Suki Arena to take on the Winslow Black Raiders. That's Saturday at 1 p.m. here on the RenegadeNetwork.org. Belanger behind his net. Belanger making a few moves, trying to get by Fitzpatrick, and he does. It comes up the boards to Briggs. Briggs fires it up, and it comes all the way down in the zone. Holmes giving chase. Holmes battling in the corner with Woodbury. Woodbury, confident and cool as always, hangs onto it. Holmes now, once again, coming in, battling now with, Grenier. And it now comes out of the zone. Where, no, actually Fitzpatrick kept it in. Fitzpatrick doing a whale of a job there on the point, keeping it in. Along the boards they battle. And the Bulldogs flip it up and onto the bench, hit a player, and we're going to have a whistle. Don't forget, February 5th here on the RenegadeNetwork.org, the big rivalry matchup between the Winslow Black Raiders and these Lawrence Bulldogs. It's black and orange night here at Suki Arena. Now in the corner, the Blackhawks cycling and passing it around. That's Holmes. Jarvis, actually. Down goes the Bulldog. No call. Sanderson now chasing Woodbury. And it goes up the boards to Boudreau. Boudreau now coming through the neutral zone. Boudreau across the red line. Leaves a little flip pass. First on it, though, is going to be the Blackhawk player, Sanderson. Sanderson now battles it, gets it up the boards, and it's up and out of the zone. Great passing by these Blackhawks. They managed to muscle that puck through the neutral zone with ease. McKenzie now, 2-3 saves. McKenzie, an iron wall in net for the Bulldogs early on here in the first, midway through the first period. Now on the draw for the Blackhawks is going to be Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick wins it, pushes it forward, but Woodbury's there. Woodbury leaves it for Turner. Turner along the boards. Him and Nutting play with the puck, and now it's sent back to Woodbury. Matt Woodbury's going to flip it out of the zone. Stopped right there nicely by Lincoln, and then it's taken away by Carpenter. Carpenter across the blue line, leaving a flip pass out front. Nobody there. In comes Woodbury with a cannon. That shot's broken up right there by the stick of Ward. And then behind the net it goes. Lincoln battling with Carpenter and Belanger. And out front, play broken up nicely by the forechecking Blackhawk. Shot over the head of Abelish. Carpenter, he's there. So is Woodbury. Now on the stick of Carpenter. Carpenter being chased by Fitzpatrick, and it goes behind the net. Russell now gets it up and out of the zone. Goes on the stick of Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick now going to send it in, and Woodbury's there to flip it over to Turner. Turner chasing it to the boards. Flips it around to Woodbury. Can't quite get it there. Hit the net. Bad pass right there. The net might have dislodged right there. Smart play right there by the veteran goalie, McKenzie, to maybe bump into that net a little bit and help her off the moorings. Face off to the left of McKenzie. 0-0 score here still. Holmes on the draw for the Blackhawks with Walsh. Won by Holmes. From his knees, Holmes couldn't do anything, and the Bulldogs break it out of the zone. Pass too far in front of Boudreau. Brown chases it down. Brown around his net. Flips it up and out of the zone. Onto the stick of a Bulldog player. Over to Grenier up. And in the neutral zone, through the zone, into the Blackhawk player zone, where it's knocked back out to center ice, where Grenier's pass is broken up. Now the Blackhawks are pressuring. That was Grant. Grant's deep with Holmes. Play broken up. Grenier leaves a touch pass for Boudreau. Boudreau can't get on it. Ward too fast. Gets it sent across ice, where it's knocked back into the Blackhawk zone. Abelish comes out, plays the puck around his net. All the way to the half board, where it's flipped up and out of the zone. Right on a Bulldog player, though. Sent up, Nutting can't handle the pass. Little sloppy play right now in the neutral zone. Here come the Blackhawks. Shot goes deflected and wide of McKenzie. Woodbury right there, battling with Holmes, and it's knocked out of the zone. All the way down to the Blackhawk player. Stick where it's knocked out, but Belanger's able there to pick up the garbage. Gets it across the net. Belanger making some nifty moves. Broken up there, though. One too many, maybe. Brown was the player to break it up. In comes Jarvis to help out. Out in front. Plays left for Woodbury. Woodbury fires a shot. That's labeled saved by Abelish. And it goes to the corner. Jarvis leaves it for Holmes, and he sends it up and out of the zone. Right on the stick of Woodbury, though. Woodbury's pass is broken up by the glove. And it's sent on Abelish. He covers up. We're going to have a whistle. The Bulldogs getting a quick hard shot on Abelish, and he's right there with the leather, though. Quick to hang on to it. We'll have a draw now to the left of Abelish. Shots on goal are even right now. 3-3, 4:20 to go here in the first period. You're on the RenegadeNetwork.org. It is hockey night in Maine. Turner, the defenseman, stepped in as forward to take the draw. Won by the Blackhawks up and out of the zone. But the great back checking right there from Scott. Alex, oh my! Lukey Lawrence just destroyed a Blackhawk player right there along the boards. And it looks like Lawrence might have not tackled, I shouldn't say tackled, tagged Jarvis when Jarvis had the puck. And they're going to call Luke Lawrence for interference. So the Bulldogs are going to go down a man. Let's see what these Blackhawks can do here on the power play now. They set up shop. Ward with that was Lincoln with a shot. It comes out of the zone. Along the half board. The pass comes cross ice. Knocked up. Right on the stick, though, of Ward, where he dumps it in. Cycling down low in the corner of these Blackhawks, where it's knocked out of the zone by the one-time shot of Walsh. All the way down on Abelish. Abelish, he's going to leave that puck right there for Lincoln. Lincoln fires it around. He hits Ward with it. Ward now comes out of his zone, flips across ice. They enter the Bulldog zone where they're just knocked to the ground. Great play right there by Jared Grenier. Grenier playing physical early on. Woodbury leaves the pass now for Grenier. He hustles all the way over. Gets the puck, flips it right back to Woodbury. Woodbury can't hang on to it. It comes around. Ward leaves the drop pass for Lincoln. Lincoln fires a shot wide. Now Woodbury setting it up behind his net. Fires it up. Off the stick of Boudreau and out of the zone. Right on the stick, though, of the Blackhawk player. Woodbury now coming across. Leaves a nice pass for Belanger. Belanger with a shot. Saved by Abelish. Now on the boards, Carpenter moves back. Gets it. Fires it down low. Broken up right there. Here come the Blackhawks. In the neutral zone is Sanderson. Sanderson across the blue line. Driven wide by Marchese. Sanderson now trying to go out front. Pass is broken up by Belanger. Belanger's on the move now. He's coming through the neutral zone. Belanger over the blue line. Broken up right there by the nice back checking of Gard. I hope I'm saying that right. Gard. And now the Blackhawks settle it down. Pass it up ice. They enter the Bulldog zone. Along the blue line is Jarvis. Jarvis now with it. Jarvis sends it down low. Sent right back to Jarvis. Jarvis now at the top of the face-off circle. Leads the drop pass. Broken up by Woodbury. Now Belanger. That was Marchese. The Belanger flips it out of his zone. Oh, first on it's going to be Banks. Banks now in the corner. Tries to go out front. Off the side of the net. Banks again. Robert Banks doing it all right here in the Bulldog zone. Well, the Blackhawk zone, let's say. The Bulldogs offensive zone. Shot by Walsh on Abelish with a save. Ward flips it out of the zone, where it's sent right back. Cross ice pass right now to Fitzpatrick, broken up by Turner. Turner's on the move. He's going to tee one up wide of the net, and it comes all the way around. Russell now dumps it in, goes behind the net. On it is Turner. Turner now takes a shot from Russell. They both go down, and it comes out of the zone, all the way down. Boudreau with a nice little move. Boudreau trying to do a nice move. Boudreau again, saved by Abelish. And he's going to hang on and cover it up. The sophomore, Tyler Boudreau, with two dancing moves. And he's able to dance right through him and get to the front of the net where he pokes it on Abelish, and Abelish covers it up. 1:09 to go here in the first period. Shots on goal, 7-4 in favor of the Bulldogs. Nutting on the draw. Nutting fires it on that. Goes all the way around. Onto the stick of Briggs, though. Briggs can't hang on to it. Shot, play on the boards. Comes out in the neutral zone. Lincoln giving chase. Woodbury flips it up and out. Where it's sent down. And right up the boards over the stick of Walsh. Like a tennis match right here, the way these players are sending it back and forth to each other. Love 30, I guess. And now Walsh fires a shot over the head of Abelish, but he pulls it down anyway. He makes the save. Malik Abelish, the senior goaltender, doing a heck of a job right now for these Houlton Hodgson Blackhawks. 33 seconds left, still 0-0 score here in the first period. You're on the Renegade Network.org. Belanger back to Marchese. Marchese shot through the legs of Banks, and it comes out of the zone. Right past Marchese, so they wave off icing. Ward's there, and Marchese comes away with it. Marchese's shot on net. It just goes wide. In the corner is Ward, trying to get it out front, and there's the score. We got a 1-0 goal here in the first period. Let's take another look at that here on the RenegadeNetwork.org. As you can see, the shot on net right there Goes to the corner again. We'll see that with a pass out front. And the one-time shot by Lincoln. And that's a goal for the Blackhawks. 1-0. I'll tell you what, Coach Riches must be scratching his head right now. The last thing you want to see is your team give up a goal in the final seconds of a period. And the Bulldogs did just that with 10 seconds to go. Face-off won by the Blackhawks. In the zone comes Briggs, broken up by Banks. Then it goes back to Briggs in the corner. And that right there is going to do it for the first period here on the RenegadeNetwork.org. We'll come back here in a minute. So don't go anywhere, my friends. High school hockey action at its best. It's coming back here. Don't worry. Don't go nowhere, like I said. Score 1-0 Hawks. Blackhawks.